It's June 15th, 2022. Um, on the program for today, whatever, just randomly I was watching the newscast. Something popped up, like, about Nanny Mcphee, from 2005. I tried to again, it's almost like The Great Beyond and the Far, Far Away characters, and they're like middle managers. But like there's a middle manager at their level, and then there's the middle manager in the North America where I am. And there seems to be this like confusing part. He's looking for a nanny. She says she's US government nanny, and it's lost in translation of this what sounds like English, but there's the American flat English, and then there's the great beyond British English that sounds melodic. And then, of course, there's the Australian, what I call Australian English, which is also melodic, melodic, I don't know. So whatever. And then it brings up this thing, because there's this different, it looks like he's on some kind of trust or trustee where he gets paid, but he has certain things he has to uphold. And then otherwise, the threat is something, it sounds like indentured servant. So I'm not quite sure how that works in the real wide world of things and what that means. I being in North America, there being some kind of U.S. thing that goes on, and we have a homeland responsibility. Some of our important somebody specials travel, it looks like, from what I can see or what information I can gather from this commentary, which is the FCC's broadcast of some semblance of unity of sorts, I suppose. I don't know. It's really confusing. But in the Nanny Mcphee from 2005, I do notice a very, like, I don't want it to be so, but, like, her size and girth is not exactly how, like, I started in my teenage years, and what it's, like, whatever, in whatever of trying to insult people, but also trying to make a very vivid point. So it says, a widower hires a mysterious woman who uses magic to control his 7 unruly children. Interesting side note, when I was brought to Rhode Island to spend a week in gymnastics camp, not mental gymnastics, but gymnastics camp for physical whatever, since I was going to gold medal gymnastics in Huntington with, I think his name was Joel, and Kevin was the other trainer. They brought me up to Rhode Island. They left me off there for a week sleepaway camp that I barely remember. I do, however, remember meeting somebody, I mean, like, incredibly, and then sitting in a circle of children. But they mentioned something about Eric. But Eric comes as a twofer, because there's 2 people in my adventures that call themselves Eric, and they're not the same. And then there's also a movie mention about the Claus, the Santa Claus, who has an actor who looks like one of Linda's brothers, one of my uncles, that I've known since I was a youth. His name I'm not going to mention because I don't want to, like, upset the birthday club or the Brady Bunch. So that happened. And there's the mention of, like, let's tie in with, like, Santa Claus. And it's here they use CLAUS, and then they make it Claus, CLAUSE. but it is Saint Nick. I mean, there's a bunch of references in there. And same actor, I call him Tim the Toolman Taylor because that's what he was when I was growing up. I think his real name's Tim Allen.
Once upon a time is how these stories usually begin. However, this particular tale begins with...
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Meet the Brown children. They're motherless.
Call him, call them.
They're ruthless. And for the 17th time, they're nannyless.
We got rid of her in 3 days, 8 hours and 47 minutes.
That's the final straw.
There's only one solution for children like these. And it will not be pretty.
Good evening. I am Nanny Mcphee.
We got rid of the last 17 nannies. We're getting rid of this one too. The nanny is a witch.
Do they go to bed when they're told?
I can't get up!
Do they say please?
In what context?
Please make your acquaintance. I'm Oglington Fartworthy. She's coming!
Dear me. Measles medicine.
It's moving!
Open wide.
But now, their evil Aunt Adelaide
Your children are out of control. I shall relieve you of one.
is taking charge.
The house will be taken. Some of you will be put into the workhouse. Some will be put into the care of others.
It's our mother's rattle. Give it back.
I'm your mother now.
And their only hope
Nanny Mcphee, we need you.
is to say the magic word.
Please.
May I be of assistance?
From Universal Pictures,
Help us, Nanny Mcphee. Tell us what to do.
Think. You are very clever.
comes a new kind of fairy tale.
That was my idea. I mean, my fault.
About an ordinary family
You cannot take any of my children away from me.
in need of a little magic. Emma Thompson, Colin Firth, Nanny Mcphee.
It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cataroso, it's Earth, solar system, Milky Way, universe, galaxy is broken, and it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. I mean, again, from New York, I'm just looking for signs of life out in outer space, of lives that I haven't lived, people I haven't met. What messages are they sending forth to one another? And I see very clearly signs of, like, again, at farmhouse level with a slight increase, not quite, and not nearly at scholarly level like somebody specials, but because don't want to challenge the people who just rise to every occasion, even when it's unasked. So somewhere in the center of that is this big, wide open space of I still have one son to raise, and my life's not technically over, although the mobility in the legs and something going on with anemia is happening out of the blue. And I used to live a really fit life of working out and eating extremely well, and that's where I like to live. But it's not in that state of stability at the moment. It's like a state of chaos and stuck in, I don't even have work at this point or job in order to sustain myself in a whatever. So this becomes increasingly difficult. It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cateruzza's Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxy is broken, and it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.